Hello. Welcome to Debbz Den. I'm here in the beautiful city of Lethbridge. It's a little bit snowy, and I have a very important guest with me today. I'm very pleased to have you here, Ashley.
Thanks, Deb.
Ashley is with McMahon Youth and Family Community Services, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the needs of homeless people and people in low-income situations here in the city of Lethbridge, and how you can come along and help, and where you can do some donating and just help with some fundraising. So please stand by and listen in and tune in with us. That we're happy to be here on Jess FM. So Ashley, if I could get you just to maybe introduce yourself and tell yourself a little bit, tell us here in the city. And we also are on Jess FM, and we broadcast on the Jess FM app. We broadcast on Facebook, and we broadcast on our website at Jess FM, Jess TV. But we're also live right now on YouTube. So if you want to watch us on the big screen, we're on YouTube, and please do like and share, because this is an important topic. So Ashley, if you could introduce yourself and just tell us who you are and where you're from.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Ashley Van Sluis. I am from Raymond, Alberta, but I do work in Lethbridge here at McMahon Youth Family and Community Services Association. I work as a youth outreach case manager. And what I do in that position is assist youth who are experiencing homelessness or at risk of homelessness in stabilizing their housing situation. So I would help them get funding wherever that may be, help them job search if they need that, find housing, get in there, get furniture. We have a furniture bank in Lethbridge called Just Like Home, and we utilize their services to get our clients set up with a full set of furniture, couch, furniture, tables, coffee
So you
tables.
find them houses to live in also,
Yep.
and apartments and stuff also?
Yep, so we'll do
That's
all sorts of searches.
Pretty necessary, especially today. We've got snow, and it's a little chilly going down in weather, and you can tell winter's starting to happen around southern Alberta. And I think we've actually been a little bit lucky that sometimes winter starts in August.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we're being halfway through November, we're actually not doing too bad so far this year.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, but nonetheless, people need places to live, and thank God for people like you who go out of their way to make room in their hearts and make room in their homes. And I'd imagine sometimes you have to take people in. I wouldn't suggest it, but my sister worked in that for a while, and yeah, she would go out on a limb to help people. So these people, is there a big problem in Lethbridge with homelessness, like with children or youth?
We do have quite a large problem. Lethbridge is starting to see some of the bigger city issues of maybe Vancouver or Calgary, not on that scale, but we do have an issue, especially with the opioid crisis going on right now. We have vulnerable populations in our youth, so 16, 18 to 24. We have some vulnerable populations in the adult age group and seniors as well. And there are a lot of organizations that are geared and focused on helping those populations.
Just on opinion, I'm sure you notice it being in the business for a few years. Is it getting better or worse in Lethbridge, do you think?
It's hard to say. I don't know that I know stats or numbers on that. I do know that there are more organizations out there that are focused on that issue. And we have, McMahon itself has its homelessness initiative. And so we focus a lot of time on 3 major events throughout the year that we aim to increase awareness about homelessness in the city and make it less stigmatized, so people in the community can come out and help and get to know those populations. They're just regular people
too. Yeah,
they're people who have come hard on their luck sometimes, or have experienced substance abuse, trauma,
gotten hurt, been in an injury, lost a job, got laid off. A lot of problems with people getting laid off.
Yeah.
And then they become desperate.
Yeah.
Thank God there's people out there that reach out.
For sure, there's a lot of great agencies, and it's things that can happen to any of us. So yeah, we have the three major events that we do every year.
Okay, so what are these events? Let's talk a little bit about that.
For sure. We'll start, I guess, with the events that aren't happening right now.
Okay, and then we'll get down to what's going on tomorrow and what's going on next Saturday, because we have a couple events that we are doing some fundraising in places that you can come and drop off. We have a whole list of things that are needed for these people, everything from hats, gloves, clothes.
Hygiene items, and we'll go through that list after.
Okay, yes.
The one event that McMahon Youth, Family, and Community Services holds every year is in the summertime. We do Shelter Me Party in the Park, and so we get a lot of the agencies that are helping our vulnerable populations together, and we have barbecue, we have live music. The community is welcome to come, and we hold that at Galt Gardens. It's to bring the community together and raise awareness about homelessness. We also do
when's the date on that one?
That one is to be determined.
Oh, okay, so
closer to the time. Summertime.
Probably near summertime.
Yeah.
Okay, well we can get back on that too, but it's always important because a lot of people get out and about and the things in the Galt Gardens. Did you say? Is always fun stuff there. There's always a lot of fun things going on in that park. Is busy in the summer.
Yeah, and last year I believe we had a dunk tank and a bouncy castle. So
that's what was going on there.
Yeah, bring the kids out.
Yeah, and that is, I think it's important to start really young with your children, teaching them to be progressive members of society. I had my kids working for the fire hall in department when they were 5. Running a hot dog stand isn't much, but they still had to put their full day in and help with stuff, and they're very well-rounded, polite people because they know to help.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think parents need to teach your kids that for sure.
For sure. Another event that we hold is actually coming up soon. We hold a Christmas breakfast at the Lethbridge Shelter and Resource Center Christmas morning. So that is for people who are experiencing homelessness and staying at the downtown shelter.
A Christmas breakfast.
Yeah, so it starts very early in the morning. Volunteers will come and help cook and set it up. And it really
So
helps.
if you were interested in that, because I know some people, their families are busy, they're gone away on things, and they want to help the community, or they just don't want to sit at home alone, but they have everything, But some people are left sitting at home alone. This would be nice to get involved.
Yeah.
Where's that located?
That will be located at the Lethbridge Shelter and Resource Center. And if you are interested in participating in that, being a volunteer, helping us out, you can contact us at our McMahon office.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for that?
I do.
We can get to it in a minute when we come across it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but this, the shelter place, where's that one located?
The Party in the Park, Shelter Me Party in the Park?
No, for the Christmas breakfast.
For the Christmas breakfast, that's right at the Lethbridge Shelter. So we are feeding individuals who are staying at the Lethbridge downtown shelter.
Okay. I don't know, forgive me, but exactly where is that?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but
we'll put that in the links for sure.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure there's people who would love to spend time helping people for Christmas.
And it helps our vulnerable population staying at the shelter know that people care about them.
Yes.
And
it feels good to help people too.
Yeah. You don't have to be alone on Christmas.
You don't have to be alone on Christmas. You can come and help and donate and even just to donate your time and probably get a great breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you it's a great breakfast that they put on, hey?
Yeah, they kind of go all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking pancakes with whippy cream stuff. Just want to be special for breakfast. So that is at the shelter resource?
The Lethbridge Shelter and Resource Center.
Lethbridge Shelter and Resource Center. Okay, I just want to, because that sounds pretty fun. I'm not sure. My birthday's Christmas Eve, so I'm usually hosting big family. But Christmas is usually kind of slow. But I know that when the blues can come around Christmas a lot of time, because things happen, and I think there's no better way to get through the blues than to donate your time.
Yeah,
And to be helpful to people, and I think that's just really the best cure for sadness at Christmas.
Yep, it creates connection.
Yeah, and you never know, you might find yourself wanting to get more involved, and the community always needs people who volunteer.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so there is there's the party in the park.
Mm-hmm. And our Christmas breakfast.
And then the Christmas breakfast.
And then our wonderful event that is coming up next Saturday, November 24th, will be Project Connect.
Project.
Mm-hmm.
Connect. And what is Project Connect?
Project Connect is an event that is held twice a year at the Fritzick Senior Center.
So the Fritzick, is that over on 11th Street? Or where is the Fritzick Center?
Let me see if I have it here. It's close to City Hall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
11th Street.
Yep.
Yeah, it's our little center that I go to and we do healings out of is just right across the street from there at 425 11th Street,
Okay.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There's like Tops Pizza and then there's there's another church, and it's like Church Corner. And then there's a little white church there at the Spiritualist Center, and we're doing some fundraising and stuff there too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's right across the street from there, so I'm quite familiar with that area. We have services on Sundays from 7 till 8:30 there. And they're a little bit different because we're working with people who are mediums.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of working with the other side.
Neat.
Yeah, it is really kind of interesting. I'll just throw that out there because they're my people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're great. It's so open-minded to be
Yeah.
in a place where there's no judgment. You know, people are just there to let you develop and be who you are.
That's wonderful, and there's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, and it's nice to have something out there for everybody. But with so what goes on at this project?
So we are
Project Connect.
getting our vulnerable people who are experiencing maybe some downfall or homelessness in the community, connected to essential services. We have about 75 agencies that come together.
Wow,
and provide,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of help. They provide services right on site. We have medical, we have a tax clinic, we have a photographer, there will be hairstylists there providing services to people who otherwise may not be able to connect
Wow.
to those things.
And I suppose they have clothing and.
Yep, we do winter clothing.
Okay.
We don't do regular clothing because there are a lot of agencies that provide that, and
Right.
there's just not a lot of space to
Yes.
try on clothes and whatnot.
Mhm.
But we do provide, winter jackets, boots, hats and scarves, those things. We do provide information to the people that are attending the event. We get anywhere from 400 to 500
Wow.
unique individuals.
Wow. So they just kind of come and go like all along, but they're like, wouldn't be like a rush of like that many people.
No. They come in steady throughout the day and get connected to services and different programs that they need.
So what kind of programs are you talking about?
For example, McMahon is there as an agency, and we can provide information. For example, somebody who is experiencing homelessness, isn't connected to any agencies, could come to our booth and talk about services that they may need. They might want a housing worker, and that's a great first point of contact for them at this event. They can, like I said, get a haircut. They can get their taxes done for free. They can, I believe we have job links there, or different employment agencies that can talk to individuals, invite them to job resource fairs.
Do they have counseling, like counseling, like to help them, going, like I think that counseling has got to be one of the best things that you could do for somebody who's, on the edge.
Absolutely.
Like to sit down and actually let them. I know at some points in my life I've had to go through some counseling, and it was really, really helpful.
Yeah.
It was empowering.
Yeah.
So I know that that's important.
Yes, we do have some treatment centers and counseling agencies that come out that can connect to clients there.
Mhm.
McMahon ourselves, we have mobile addiction and outreach. It's a program that can get people connected to different treatments if they need it for addictions.
Okay, so like a different addiction, they would have a different kind of counselor, a different kind of person that would come in and talk to them and work with them, or?
We refer out. So
Okay,
we would help
that's
get that individual connected to the appropriate place. There's very knowledgeable about what's out there, not just in Lethbridge, but province-wide, and they can get people connected.
And the
to
programs that are
place.
offered,
Mhm.
what the government is giving us, and you know, saying that we need to help people do this, and
Yep.
that's good. Are there education programs that you have to take to be one of these volunteers, or I'd imagine you work with them, right? You're an employee. You work with McMahon, or yes?
Yes.
That's good.
Yep.
Was there training, or did they give you schooling? I imagine there's some sort of background stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah. My
Mhm.
background is in addictions counseling. I do have a degree in that.
Okay, good.
McMahon does provide ongoing training, so
Mhm.
we learn everything from working with people who may have an FASD to
What's an FASD?
fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Yeah. So work different populations, how to work with them, motivational interviewing, different counseling type techniques that will help people. We get a lot.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Dealing with stress,
Mhm.
People going through divorce, people, going through separations, losing their children,
Mhm.
losing a loved one. I mean, all kinds of, equally terrible things
Yeah,
that people need help.
we do see a lot of it, and
Mhm.
everyone that works there, we have just fantastic teams at the agency that are highly skilled and trained to help people that are
Mhm.
reaching out.
Yeah, and hopefully somebody will watch this show, and if they do need help, think of maybe I'll go. If somebody was and did happen to see the show or did happen to hear about it, what would you suggest they do? Just look it up in a phone book, or call somebody, just go to the door?
Yeah, if you're interested in learning more about the programs, you can always give us a call.
Mhm.
We do have a phone number. It is
Okay, phone number, we've got that now.
Yep. It's 403
Okay.
328 2488.
2488.
Or you can come right down to our McMahon office, and someone will be more than willing to talk to you.
So the McMahon office, that's just right on 5th there,
Mhm.
in that building there. I've always known that building to be like for youth group,
Yeah.
youth unemployment center, just really reaching out and helping people who need help to get jobs and get on their feet.
Yep, absolutely. 5th is
Yeah.
still there. We share the building with them now, so the actual address is 435 5th Street South, right on the corner of 5th.
Street South, yeah. So that has the little walkway that you have to go up, the
Yeah.
little thing there.
Yeah.
I think I can remember, as long as I can remember, that's always been a fun place for kids.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a good, healthy environment.
Mhm.
So that's really good to know.
Yeah.
And so, what about the list of stuff that you need? Do you have that list of things that you're looking for donations?
We do. So between those 3 events that we were talking about, we
Mhm.
serve around 1,500 individuals in a year.
Wow.
So we have a lot of people to spread the love to. We do have a donation list. Our event is in 1 week, so it's pretty
Mhm.
short notice, but
And we also have an event tomorrow called the
Yes.
Meet Your Maker Market. We're going to be at the Legion, and we are a group, quite a few from the Spiritual Center, but it's the Meet Your Maker Market, and it runs from 11 till 6 p.m., so it runs a little bit later than usual. And we are just at the Legion there on Mayor McGrath Drive, and we have a whole list of things. I'll just maybe run through a few different things that we have, since I'm bringing it up now, if that's okay.
Yeah,
because we've invited your cause here, the McMahon, to come in and be our host charity. So we're going to keep you there, and hopefully people will come in and bring some of these things in. And even if you just want to donate, you can come in and donate. It's free to come in the door. If you want to shop around and look around what we have different types of healing going on at this market. We have a palm reader. We have that Gail Overden is from England, and she's got a beautiful accent and she does palm reading. Sharon French, when Fairy Whispers, she does tea leaf reading. So that's really neat when you can flip up a teacup and, maybe you haven't tried it and maybe it'd be fun to do. Bobby Farrell will be doing mediumship. Jane Deering will be So Soothing Art, so there's beautiful different art pieces. Ancy Wright will be having Bubble Love. Connie Carnell will be a Blue Sage Treasures. Do you know a little bit about Connie, don't you?
I do. Yes.
She's actually the one that referred you to our club. Do you want to say a little thing about Connie, what she has?
Yeah, for sure. So Connie will be offering Reiki sessions at the event, and she does so much. She sells crystals, so for crystal therapy, stone healing, she'll have different jewelry there. She also does readings, but I don't believe she'll be doing
I think
tomorrow.
she's doing the Reiki. And I know when I met Connie, the first thing I noticed was that she has Reiki all through her aura. She's very powerful. And I was really happy to have her in the market. It was really, really great. Does she also do, I know I have bought, hopefully she's bringing some, but I have brought aromatherapy from her before.
Yes, she's still doing, making her own aromatherapy, and I believe she'll be bringing some.
Oh, I hope so. She has the greatest sleep. Have you tried the sleep one? I have a tough time sleeping. My head's always full blast. But Connie makes this great, she even has it like in little bottles for samples. I'm going to be having to get the bigger bottle. Well, actually it goes a long way.
It does.
I have one of these little bracelets here that have the lava rock on it.
Right, the diffuser bracelets.
Yeah, but mine's in the wig one right now. But I just love Connie's oils, and she also teaches courses on making necklaces or bracelets. She also makes bracelets and wrapping crystals too, right?
Yeah.
Does she have a business here in town?
She does. It's run out of the Purple Hippo.
Oh,
on
I need to have the
13th
Purple
Street.
Hippo in sometime soon.
Yeah, so she does have a section in the Purple Hippo. She does a lot of stuff online through Etsy.
Okay.
And they're based out of Fort McLeod, so they do a lot of different trade shows. Every weekend, they're busy every weekend.
Yeah, I noticed Connie's always on the go, and
Yeah.
she's inviting me to do things all the time, and she's just fantastic. I love Connie. And it's her energy really that I can just, because I'm an empath and I read to people too, and when I met Connie, I could just tell that she's a very powerful healer. So if you do have like any kinds of issues that you want to be removed, we have healers that are coming in. We have Missy, craft creations, crochet, mugs, baby gifts, diaper cakes. I'm not sure what a diaper cake is, but
we'll find out tomorrow.
but yeah, that's what we'll have to find out tomorrow if you drop in. It is free, and we are also located in the same building as the Legion. So if you can just go down the hall and go for dinner, or you can bring your spouse who can walk around and go for dinner. Maybe have a game of pool while you get a reading done, or you can come in and buy certificates. I'm sure that some of our healers will have certificates that you can give away for Christmas. So to give the gift of healing would be nice. And then we have jewelry and trendy jewelry. We have shiny things coming in also. It's she has all kinds of silver and shiny things. That'll be fun. Watkins. Lip Sense, we're going to be doing makeovers. A clothing line where they make knit clothing. Llewellyn Klein, I believe, is going to be doing reflexology. So if you got tired, you've been working too hard, and you think you deserve to have a nice foot rub, she has been trained in Egyptian reflexology. So this might be something different for people to come to. We have Robert Milski from Hyperbarics. hyperbaratics. He was on my show a couple weeks ago, and I went into the hyperbaric chamber. I'm not sure if we'll have the chamber, but I think we're going to have a few other fun things that we can try that will be samples that he wants to share with people. And then we have Sarah Jo. She makes crystals, and her dad has a crystal store in Calgary. But she drills into the crystals and then puts lights in them.
Oh, neat.
So we have glowing crystals.
Very cool.
They're beautiful. And she also is an upcoming artist, and she will be bringing some of her art, and she is one of a kind. She does some really beautiful stuff. And then we have the Lethbridge Spiritualist Center. So if you have any interest in what goes on after death, to put it nicely, if somebody has crossed and you want to get a message, or if you feel that there's spiritual people, or there's people in your life that need healing because they're not getting over somebody who's died, it might be nice to come in on Sundays at 7, and you might get a free reading. And then Sandy has everything. She has a ton of metaphysical stuff, including singing bowls and stuff. So it's pretty close to most of it. We've got a few other, we'll have a tarot reader also. And myself, I'm Debbz Den. I do angel empowerment sessions where I use crystals to balance your energy. We go through each chakra, and then I pull a card to help you with each area of your life. So we're going through 7 different areas of your life, through all of your root chakras, and then we balance it and clear it, and you get an information from your angels, because I'm an angel empowerment practitioner, and that's what I do. And I'm sure there's going to be a few more things, and I'm sorry if I missed you on the list. But overall, what we're doing is we're going to have you at the main in the front. And what are the kinds of things that people could bring in and donate? We're going to have a couple draws too, right?
Yeah, so I think we've landed on the 50-50 draw.
Okay.
So come on in. We have tickets, I believe. Oh, I can't remember the prices on them.
Well, usually we sell them $2 a ticket or 3 for $5.
That's right.
That's what's the deal.
So we'll have our 50-50 draw, and I will be there at our McMahon table until 4 p.m. and then we can
We'll work it out.
Yep. And if you would like to come down and bring any items to donate, we are looking for some specific things for our peeps.
Okay.
Things like toques, scarves, gloves, coats, new socks, so packages of socks, new underwear, again, packages of underwear, diapers. We have a lot of families that come in with little ones who are needing pampers, diapers, things like that.
That's an expensive one.
Absolutely.
I had twins.
Oh, double the price.
They were potty trained real young.
Oh, very good. Towels, washcloths, feminine hygiene products. We go through those a lot. We're also looking for things like denture securing products, so like the denture bond, denture cleaner in cases, contact solutions, disposable razors, toothbrushes, toothpaste, floss, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, any type of hygiene stuff.
Basic necessities of life, really, is what that list is like. That's something that we all need. Soap.
Travel size hygiene items are wonderful. Also, juice boxes, granola bars. We do provide, or Salvation Army provides a hot meal on the day of the event for people. But we also give out fruit, granola bars, water, juice, that kind of things. We also get people who have pets, low-income families or single people with pets who may struggle to buy pet food on occasion.
Well, I'd imagine, I know big dogs, I have a cat, so she's not too bad, but if you've got a big dog, that could be a big cost during the month, and if it's between you or your dog, you're sharing dinner.
Yeah, both of you eat a little less. So we will accept unopened pet food. We've found that is a need since we began Project Connect, that people are looking for that as well. You can drop donations if you're not able to attend the event tomorrow, or Project connect on the day of. You can come in the week before to McMahon Youth, Family and Community Services. Business hours are 8:30 to 4:30, and bring in those items if you're feeling you'd like to do so.
It feels really good to give too. I know that if you're having troubles and you're having issues, there's no better feeling than to be helpful. I mean, especially if you're feeling sad, it's that time of year where, we get sad, there's not enough sunlight, some people just get emotionally unstable. The Schumer effect, we've been hitting with a lot of different flare-ups from the sun. When the sun flares up, people get depressed, people get angry, people get mean, and then they feel bad about it because they didn't have control of their emotions. So in that sense, go do something good for somebody and you feel better.
Yeah, it's a win-win kind of situation. You're helping somebody, and that person, is feeling a little more cared for, and they're taken care of.
And that's important. It's most important that you're helping people, of course, that you're giving somebody compassion and love and giving them that hand up and helping them out and letting them know that people care, that the people in the community, it only takes one person in your life to maybe say one nice thing that changes everything for you, changes your perspective on things. And it's really important. And I think it's awesome that you're doing that and put yourself in a position to help people. It's got to be pretty rewarding at times and a little frustrating at others. I imagine you got to have a pretty good will to want to keep on going.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know that for a lot of people it's a call to serve, and it does help us feel good, but we just want to help make an impact on the community, and we are very grateful, Deb, that you invited McMahon into your circle, and
we've got a bunch of healers, so I think we're actually my cousin is also thinking of getting together and getting a group of healers together that may come in and maybe do some work with your people and just do prayers for them and do clearings and balancing and maybe pull out a few things that aren't serving them. I use crystals to do that. I use crystals to cut cords, and when you realize that you don't have to carry all of the garbage of your life I think a lot of people decide that I did something bad, and then they put that in their backpack and think they're going to carry that yuck around and with them for the rest of their life. Well, really, they don't have to. They can just forgive them, the people who hurt them, and forgive themselves, and then give it to the angels. And it's amazing what some prayers can do for the spirit. So where is this the Project Connect?
So Project Connect will be at the Fritzik.
Okay, yes, the Fritzik, right across from my little church.
Yeah, on
center, my little center.
November 24th.
Next Saturday.
And doors will be open to the public. I believe we start at 9 a.m.
From 9 a.m.
till 3 p.m. I believe those are our opening times.
Okay, so that's at the Fritzik. Maybe we'll leave some of that in the show at the bottom in the link. We'll leave a link for that information. And so you said that you have 2 of these events. So there's one next week, and when's the next one?
The next one will be in March. We don't have the date yet.
Okay.
But when that comes, we'll let you know. And just a side note as well, all of the donations, if there's anything left over, the Blood Reserve does have their own, the following week, they have kind of like their own Project Connect. It's a Unity and Services donation drive is what we did. And for their project, we kind of give our extras if we have any, so they can serve people on the reserve who aren't able to make it into Lethbridge.
Wow. I'd love to be part of that also.
Yeah, and aren't able to connect with mainstream services, because it can be, if you don't have a vehicle, it can be very difficult
You're
to
isolated.
get into Lethbridge.
That is really good too, because I know people from all walks of life need help no matter where they are. And you could be living in the biggest richest house and have nothing and have no money to pay for anything, because a lot of people, their mortgages are so high that and their vehicle payments are so high, they're just scraping by, you know, they don't have the things to give to their children and stuff like that, and you know, you never know who needs help.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really important, that we don't judge people no matter what their position is in life, who they are, what they have, where they're from, what their preferences are. You know, they all need help. So it's important that people like you and people, who else is that you work with? Aileen is.
Aileen Burke. She is our coordinator this year for Project Connect. She's been spearheading this go around, and she's a good resource. We have all sorts of different staff working at McMahon. We have lots of different teams. So my team is the youth outreach team. We have the same team but for adults. That's our Thrive team. They assist adults getting housed, stabilizing and housing, connecting them to the wraparound supports that are essential in helping people stabilize. We also have another youth team that helps kids who are involved with child and family services get their own housing and become independent. We have a team for people experiencing FASD. That's our FASD lifespan.
That's the
program.
Fetal syndrome. Yeah, I already asked that question.
Yep, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Some people experiencing that really benefit from having a life coach. So that's what.
Oh, so you have life
is.
Coaches there too.
Yep, that's.
Are they volunteer, or are they trained, or are they funded, or?
They're trained and funded. They are McMahon employees.
Okay, good.
We have our mobile addiction outreach program, and they're the ones that are helping people get connected to treatment programs or things to help them in their sobriety. We do hold Smart Recovery, I believe
What would that be?
It is kind of an alternative to the 12-step AA program.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Sounded like you're getting at that program where it takes a while. You've got to really make a commitment and step up and make that commitment that you're going to change your life.
Yeah, so Smart Recovery is just kind of, it's like a 12-step AA recovery group, but with a twist, and doesn't focus as much on the 12 steps. So people can come and go to that like they would go to AA or CA. There's some really, really great programs.
That is you know, it's just good to know that there are things going on. Are these government funded? Does government give out money for these programs and stuff like that? Because they should be.
Yeah.
You know, they can spend money on all different things. They really should be investing in our youth.
Yeah, it is. We are a nonprofit organization. So a lot of our funding will come from provincial and federal governments. And
that's good.
We get a lot of our help from community members who just want to help and give back. Okay,
so is there so they're really non-denominational. They're not really like a church group. They're a government group.
Yep.
They are a government group, government-funded program that reaches out to help people who are homeless, are in need of pretty much the basic necessities of life. Everything from food to shelter to clothing. It's really important. It's an important thing that you're doing. And I'm really glad to have you here today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Was there some other things that we need to talk about?
Let's see.
How about who's got you involved in this? Who was the one that inspired you? I always like to talk about the person. What inspired you to? Like you said that you just have a drive within, like with me, to be in service. I have a drive to be within service, and I have a drive to help people, and I do a lot of volunteer. And I'm good with it because I know that I'm helping people. I'm making a difference, even if it's one person at a time.
For sure. I guess it started when I was pretty young. I grew up in some pretty difficult environments, and I had a teacher, or a few teachers, who just inspired me, and they were so helpful. They helped me get on the right track in life, and I thought, I want to be able to do that for other people, youth.
Yeah.
And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a teacher.
Nice.
So I went to school 1 year, decided that it was not for me. I took some time off and thought about it, ended up taking an Introduction to Addictions course, and just with life experience and really enjoying the course, that's where I ended up, and I completed my addictions degree.
Where was that?
That was at the University of Lethbridge here.
Oh, the university here, yeah. They've got a whole bunch of neat new stuff coming up there,
Oh,
hey?
yeah,
With the Science Center area.
They've got great programs there.
Yeah, I've had Robin Gibb in before, and
neat.
she's working on brain neurology, and you know, just the effects of just the way you were raised, or even the way your father behaved before you were even conceived, can affect who you are. So there's so many deep roots that go on, and I'd imagine that taking those courses can be pretty in depth.
Absolutely, we learned a lot about that, and I thought I wanted to get into counseling. And actually, one of my first practicums during my time at school was at Streets Alive, and I fell in love with our homeless population and people who are vulnerable and in need. And
they're beautiful people.
Yeah, just like they're creative and talented, and I've met some of the best artists and musicians and people that have just very interesting life stories, and I really fell in love with the work, and here I am. I've continued it. I'm now a youth outreach worker for McMahon, and I'm loving it.
That's awesome. I can see that as being a rewarding thing. I mean, there's got to be setbacks when people you help fall back. I mean, that's got to be a little bit tough. Just like, you know, because you really help people out and you really think they're doing good, and but then you got to be there to catch them again, and because there's just, whether it be mental health issues or just circumstance issues, but to have somebody who's always that place where they can go, where they know they can get caught, somebody's going to pick them up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we're there as an agency. We are there no matter what, and we know that you can never tell who's going to be successful at housing or at a job. So we give everybody a chance, and if they fall, we're
Give
there
them
for them again.
And if they fall, you're still there.
You never know how many times it's going to take to connect someone to different resources before they grab a hold of it. And
I think everybody really has something special to teach somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, what you've done in your life, or what you haven't done. You have a gift, and that gift is to rather teach somebody something, or just to show people to appreciate their own lives. But mostly, I think we are all here to be who we're meant to be. So if you're lost and confused, remember to look inside and look and what it is, not what other people look. One thing I always tell my clients is if that person over there, you think that person over there is saying something bad about you, it's none of your business. It's none of your business what other people say or think about you.
Yeah.
Really, your responsibility is to you in keeping your health and your mind and who you are straight. And if those people are talking bad about you, well, I guess that's what their day's about.
Yeah.
And at least they're talking about you, keeping you in the loop. And obviously they don't have anything better to do than to talk about you. And you know what? If you look at it that way, you don't sweat the small stuff. I think it's easier to let it go when you realize you're not responsible for how other people think. And I think that's important. That's one of the things I teach my people who think that somebody doesn't like them and their whole world is going to end.
Yeah.
And they get into a rut. And then when you tell them, you just forgive them. I think forgiveness is the biggest. How are we doing for time? Holy. We zipped right through there. Yeah. I knew we would. I always do. So once again, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Just FM, or Just TV, or Just TV Facebook. We are also live on Just FM on our website, and we are live on Just TV Just TV, YouTube. And if you're going on YouTube and you want to see any of Debbz Den's videos, you can go Just TV and just write Debbz Den behind there. And somebody's doing a fantastic job. I'm not sure who it is here at Just FM, but they're organizing our station a little bit better. And of course, we're a volunteer station, so if you're ever interested in being your own host on a TV show, give Jesse a call. He's over at the Max on 6th Avenue there. He's usually in there and he's working hard every day. And if you're interested in having a show, give us a line, give us a shout. If you've got a good idea for something, we've got a bunch of new programs coming up, from cooking shows to we had modeling people coming in.
Oh.
We've got Levi's show here, and he's always got something interesting going. I don't know, have you seen any Just FM?
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we are all just volunteers here, so please be patient with us, and and things don't always go as planned here, especially on Debbz Den. If I get a good show, I'm pretty happy. That will happen eventually, I'm sure.
This is my first one, so I feel like it went well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good. I'm all in the same set for the whole show, and it feels good. But what we are about is learning and working together and bringing community together, bringing people in our community of Lethbridge closer together, informing people of what's going on in the community. But not only that, is that we have over 2.5 million subscribers throughout the world. Just FM radio broadcasts worldwide. So we actually have quite a few followers in South America and in Africa, yeah.
That's amazing. That's 2.5 Calgarys.
Yeah, it definitely is. But the thing is that it's kind of the future. Podcast is really the way it's going, where you can just decide what you want to watch, pick it, and there it is. You don't have to wait for it to come on. You can catch Just FM anytime you want. Plus, we have a fantastic radio going on 24/7, which is fun. We've got all kinds of things going on at Just FM. So if you're interested in even advertising, let one of us know. Send us a message. If you can catch us on Facebook, we are at Just TV Facebook, and just like our page, and then you'll be one of us and following us. And it'll be lots of fun. Then you can see how crazy we are here in Calgary, or Lethbridge. It's a beautiful place, and it's open and it's fun, and I thank Jesse Parmer for everything that he does. And the views and opinions that are expressed on Debbz Den are not necessarily those of Just FM. So where are we at? We are just down to our last few minutes. So once more, how do we get a hold of you? Are Ashley?
Yes, I am Ashley Van Sluis.
Okay, that's an interesting name.
Yeah, very Dutch.
Beautiful.
And if you would
The
like...
van gives it away.
Van, yes, German or Dutch.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get a hold of McMahon in regards to Project Connect or any volunteer opportunities through us, you can go ahead and give us a call. Again, our number is 403-328-2488. And we will be, I will be at the show tomorrow with Deb, with our McMahon booth, and thank you again, Deb, so much for
absolutely. I'm proud to have you in.
That's wonderful.
And hopefully some people will bring some presents for some needy people.
Yeah, that would be great, and enter our 50-50 draw.
And into the 50-50 draw, we might have a couple other things too that you might win on.
Yeah.
Donated, maybe. I might find something.
Yeah. And if you do have any donations before Project Connect happens on November 24th, you can certainly drop them off at the McMahon office at the corner of 5th on 5th. We are open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. We definitely welcome that. And yeah.
That sounds fantastic. You're doing an amazing job here. I'm so happy that there's people like you that exist in this town. And yes, you're welcome. I'm happy to be part of it, to be able to give you a platform where you can come in and collect donations, and we are going to maybe try to get some healers that can help together with those people too, and maybe get something going and start making a difference here in this city by actually reaching out and helping and giving and showing kindness and love to people who need it. no matter who they are, no matter color, race, orientation, status, doesn't matter. We're looking to help and give love to everybody this Christmas. So I am Deb from Debbz Den, DebbzDen.com. You can catch me on, that was my website. You can catch me Debbz Den, Angel Empowerment Practitioner on Facebook. Or you can catch me at Debbz Den on Instagram or Twitter. I am Debbz Den there also, and I advertise there. I'd love to see anybody like or join my page. That would be great. And also, that is, we do service at the center is 7 p.m. at 425 11th Street South at the Community of Christ Church, I believe it is. That's the Spiritualist Center. And everybody that is with our center right now, they're all in England at the Arthur Findlay School. So we didn't have class yesterday, so my show's a day late today. So if you want to come into the market and you want to donate tomorrow, we start at 11 till 6 p.m. Everybody's welcome. There is no fee to come in the door, but do bring a donation. That would be appreciated.
Absolutely.
My phone number is 403-929-2932. If you want to send me a text or a private information for a booking or for some advice, let me know. Otherwise, drop a line in the comments. And every share, every like is so much appreciated. We would like it if you would share and like our video. And I think we're down to the last 5 minutes. Close enough.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a meditation?
Sure.
Here on Debbz Den, I love doing meditations because I feel that I study astrology and there's energy that's going on. And today we're just going to do a little energy clearing cord cutting. We do this one quite regularly, a little bit different each time because I just wing it and I don't really think about it, and I just channel in this energy. So I want everybody to just realize and just think of the most beautiful Christmas tree, standing around a beautiful Christmas tree, sparkling bright with lights, and just feeling the warmth. And I want you in the distant background to hear carolers singing, little people singing carols, and feeling the warmth and love from each and every tone that comes in. Feeling the love and the light. When you look at Christmas lights this year, I want you to feel from the red light, when you see red lights around somebody's house, to feel that house is grounded. That house has everything it needs. And when you're absorbing the light from the Christmas tree, that red light is going to come within, and it's just going to clear and purify any fears you have about your home, where you live. You know, things still might not be organized, but you don't have to live in fear all the time. So I just want you to take in that red light and just say, I'm safe. And then as if you look around, I want you to look for an orange light. And when you see the orange light flashing, maybe strobing, each time that orange light strobes towards you, I want you to feel that your cravings and addictions and the things within your sacral energy are really tuning in your body to what it is that you need. Maybe when you look at orange, you think about things that are more healthy, more fruits, more vegetables, choosing positive food that will help you, that will help balance your energy. And as you look around, I want you to see that star on top, that beautiful star on top, the yellow lights that shine so bright, that they're golden light. I want you to take that bright yellow light and just spread out your energy and give love and give thanks, because this is in your social energy. And we want you to remember to be kind to people. And if somebody has lost a friend or a pet or an animal, I want you to be extra compassionate with them. I want you to be extra kind. And even if it's yourself, I want you to not withdraw, but actually go out and be with people who understand and can help you. And of course, one of the main colors of Christmas is green. I want you to feel like that green pine clean coming through your whole body, rearranging all of your cells and rearranging your body to be like the tree standing. The tree has good advice. The tree wants you to stand tall and listen. And the tree also wants you to eat healthy, drink lots of water, and be grounded. And we want that energy within our hearts. So we want to have that fresh growth. So always have room in your heart for new people. Always be willing to open the door and reach out and help people that need your help. Don't turn them away. Don't slam the door. Maybe you're their last hope. Reach out. And then after that, of course, there's blue. Blue is one of the most common colors of Christmas. And within the blue light, we're talking about communication. Getting out and going and talking to people, phoning people, sending out the Christmas cards to somebody you know who doesn't have a lot of family. Maybe there's a guy who's, Joe down the road who lives by himself and is a terrible alcoholic and nobody comes to see him. Maybe it would be nice if you would just write him a little note that says Merry Christmas and go bring him a candy cane or just do some sort of gesture that you know of communication, that you know you can reach out and help somebody. And then of course, when we move into our mind, put yourself, we're working into purple now, and purple is one of my most favorite colors of all colors, and that is about clearing up your own thinking. Going on a negativity diet, realizing that stuff is happening every day and everybody's doing stuff and everything is nobody's fault. It's just stuff happening. When you forgive everyone for everything and you forgive yourself for everything, it leaves a clear view on which way you need to go in your mind. So if you could, in your mind, when you're thinking, and if you're thinking negative thoughts about you, could you please just give yourself a break and say, no, I'm actually a beautiful person. I'm actually trying my hardest. I'm actually going to do something today. Maybe not today, but tomorrow I'm going to go out and I'm going to help somebody. And just get your mind rolling in that positive thought. And then right above, like the star on the top of the tree, we're going to put a big gold light above you. And we're balancing your chakra now. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and a great big flashlight above your head that would help you to see where you need to go in the future. And to just bring that warmth, glow of love and light above you. And to go out and spread that with your friends and family. And we're just going to have Archangel Raziel grab up all the garbage that got taken away. He's taking it off the planet for transmutation. And now we're going to have Archangel Raphael come in and just give you a big hug. Put his big wings around you. Just pull that balance in. Shake out everything that's not serving you. Give you a pat on the back and say, you are loved. And that's the meditation for today.
Beautiful, Deb.
Thanks. It was my first Christmas tree meditation. But I really see it happening, and I really do think that if we reach out and we make the effort to change how we think, that's when the change will start. Be the change you wish to see in the world.
Love that.
Very good. And we're right down to the last minute. It's like we're on time and everything today. It's going great. I'm so excited. It's a great day. Okay, so see you tomorrow, 11 to 6. Drop by the Legion. We're in the back area. We'll have some big signs that say Meet Your Maker. And that's because we have crafty people too. Bubble Love will hopefully be there. And she makes the most beautiful things. But remember to bring some donations. Some nice things, clean. I don't know, the jackets probably don't have to be brand new, but they do need to be clean and presentable, and something that you could give as a gift. And, go pick up some socks. And I know there's always the shoebox thing, but, people here in our town need some things too. So we have people who are taking care of it.
Yeah, Absolutely, and it's really easy to pop down to the dollar store and get like a huge basket load of stuff for $20, and that'll go a long way.
It really does, and there, you know, there's so many good things that are available at dollar stores that can really make people's lives, like, you know, even their soaps and stuff, you know, they're really good.
Yep.
Okay, is there anything else, Ashley?
I don't think so. Just thank you for the opportunity for this, Deb, and I hope to see some people out tomorrow and
hope to see you.
supporting great local businesses and people with wonderful talents and gifts. Yeah, it's a great mix.
Yes, it is. And so also we will be having another, not only are we having the Meet Your Maker Market tomorrow, we will also be having one on December 15th. Same place, same time. The Lethbridge Legion from 11 till 6. And of course, hopefully you will be there.
Yep, I hope
and
so.
Fundraising, and that'll be a little bit closer to Christmas. Maybe you'll feel a little bit more generous to come on out and treat yourself to something good. All right, we thank you for coming into Jess FM today, and we hope to see you again next week. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. I have to go over here. Thanks for watching.